everybody. In today's tutorial, what I'm going to show you is how you can take an existing stamp and make a shadowed die cut from that stamp. So today what I have is a stamp set here from Studio G that I just got. I got these over at Michael's. They were $3 for the set. It's a cling rubber stamp that has a frame, and then there's two sentiments that fit inside that frame. So I want to create a die cut of the frame so that I can add that to my card project. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp up this stamp real quick. And I'm just stamping this in black ink and on a piece of scrap white cardstock. And there we go. You want to make sure when you do this that you get a nice clean image, and it does look like I got a nice clean outline there. And what we're going to need to do for this is we're going to need to take this and put it on our flatbed scanner, and then we're going to use Make the Cut to scan in this image and pixel trace it. So I'm going to go ahead and go put this on my scanner, and I'll see you in a couple minutes on the computer in Make the Cut and show you the next step. Thanks. Okay, so now we are going to go ahead and import that stamped image using our scanner. To do that, we are going to select the Pixel Trace button right here. And when you see that, you'll see things that come up on the screen. But over here on the right hand side in the upper corner, we see the preview window, and then we also see a Twain and a Paste button. I'm going to go ahead and select the Twain button, and I'm going to select my scanner, and it's going to open up my scanner software here for me, and you'll see here I'm getting a picture then of my stamp, and I'm going to go ahead and select scan. Now this may take a couple of minutes because the scanner has to warm up, and then it's going to scan it in and take it directly to my Make the Cut mat. And here we go. Now you can see that we've got our stamped image here, and I'm just going to zoom in and make sure that we've got a solid edge going all the way around it before we import this, and it does look like we do. And we do, so we don't need to make any adjustments, and we'll go ahead and select import. Now you'll notice when I click on it that we've got this big huge box around it, and that's because it scanned in the entire piece of paper, and there was probably some little mark that was on there that picked up as well when we pixel traced this. Okay, so now that we have this here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a break on this, and you'll see that we get all sorts of little things here, but we're going to go ahead and select all of these pieces here, and then we can select weld, and now we have one solid image of just the stamp outline, which is what we want to have. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to apply a shadow layer to this, because if we were to cut this out and try and stamp directly on it, this line would be exactly where our stamp is, and it would be really hard to stamp it and get it to lined up perfectly. So we're going to go ahead and put a shadow layer on it. When you open up the shadow layer box, and we've got our shadow width, and I like to make this kind of on the large side, because that way if I'm not perfectly centered, it looks a little bit better. And let's see, trying to decide what kind of corners I want. Yeah, I think I like that right there. So we're going to go ahead and accept that as our shadow. Now if we look over here under our layer properties, you'll see that we have one layer which is the original image, and then one layer here that's our shadow layer. And I'm going to go ahead and hide the original image because this shadow layer is the layer that we want to cut out.